guys, this is from Mrs. Abby. Welcome to day 10 of the series called 12 Days of Interior Plants Design. In day 10, I will share with you why smaller plants can sometimes be better to use in your plant design than larger plants. Before we get started with day 10, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell. In day 10, I will provide 5 reasons why I think smaller plants can be better to use in your plant designs than larger plants. Reason number 1, the cost. Smaller plants are, of course, more economical than larger plants. If you want to start decorating your house with plants, then you're going to have to buy plants unless you already have a nice sized plant collection. An average size plant can cost anywhere from $10 to $75 and sometimes more. It all depends on where you live, the type of plant you buy, and where you buy it from. So if you have a small budget, you might want to consider buying more small plants for your interior plants design. Just think about this. You could buy a large plant and make several smaller plants from it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. See, take a look at this Chinese evergreen. As you can see, you can make more smaller plants from this larger plant. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4 plants that you can add to your plant collection and which you can use in your home interior plants design. Another cost you have to consider is the decorative planters you will use to house your plants. Smaller planters cost way less than larger planters. Here are some of my smaller decorative planters, and here is what I paid for them. Sometimes I find smaller planters at the dollar store and only pay $1 each for them. All of these I bought from the dollar store for $1 each. Another cost you have to think about is the amount of water it takes to water all those larger plants. By using smaller plants, you can reduce that cost tremendously. Reason number 2 is clutter. Small plants can be placed on almost any size tables without overcluttering the space, whereas larger plants might overcrowd your space. Here are a few table designs with smaller plants. Notice that the smaller the plants, the less clutter the interior design looks. The uses of smaller plants in interior plants designs is unlimited. Reason number 3, growth. You can easily keep the smaller plants small. Here are 4 ways in which you can use to keep your plant smaller. 1. You can stunt the growth. 2. You can cut the plants back. 3. You can separate them by making other small plants. And 4. You can propagate larger plants to make smaller plants. Reason number 4 is management. Managing plants can present some challenges. So the easiest way to manage houseplants is to have smaller plants in your interior plants design. If you like to move your plants around often, then smaller plants are the way to go. Larger plants can present many challenges when moving your houseplants around. Reason number 5 is maintenance. The smaller the plant, the less maintenance you have to perform on your houseplants. Less maintenance means smaller plants stay more attracted due to having less unattracted leaves. Now, anytime you have advantages of using smaller plants, you're going to have some disadvantages. So I'm going to be sharing with you 2 disadvantages of placing smaller indoor plants in your interior plants design. Disadvantage number 1, air purifying plants. If you want air purifying plants in your interior plants design, then you have to use larger plants instead of smaller plants. Please note that not all larger plants are considered to be air purifiers. I have a video I did on plants that can purify the air in your home. I will leave a link to that video in the description box. I buy larger peace lilies, Chinese evergreens, golden pothos, and snake plants in areas I want air purifiers. In order for a plant to purify or detox the air in the space where you have your interior plants design, you have to have at least a plant in a 6-inch pot or above. The air purifying plants needs to have lots of leaves because the leaves helps absorb the toxins from the air. The second disadvantage is the size of the house. If you live in a larger house, then smaller plants can get lost in the design. Therefore, you want to use larger plants instead of smaller plants in your interior plants design. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, comment, like, and share. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching. Bye.